What is up, everybody? Welcome back. I am so irritated, but it happens. Let's jump over here. I'm just making this travel so it's just quick and easy for us. Save before we go. And let's go do this quest so that we don't have to worry about not doing it. What the heck? Lord Captain, we have visitors on the bridge seeking an audience. Your presence is required. What is this? It's always something. It's always something. The hell? Clapping sounds so weird. Your lordship, the high factotum bows low. Every few moments, Danrock brings a perfumed cloth to his face, but his expression remains obsequious. Members of your crew made a request to allow them to proclaim their most profound devotion to the Lord Captain personally. Young man, Lord Deck Rabble, a man in a worn uniform bows awkwardly. Your Highness, gracious Lord Captain, please let me speak on behalf of the whole crew and everyone. We express our gratitude to you officially, so to speak. The kind of leader you are, the way you treat people, is now known in every corner of the expanse, from football to the poorest, dirtiest, most unremarkable planet. All praise your dedication to the human spirit and goodwill. Everyone wants to serve under your command. There's no end to volunteer. So the other day when we went out clearing out an abandoned sector for the new living quarters, we found a forgotten vault right in the bilge of the ship, literally beneath our feet. Well, we turned it out. The vault had some centuries-old weapons in it. They looked a bit odd, but they're powerful for sure. The good tech priests helped with the assembly and consecration of the weapons, and now you can strike down your enemies with even greater might. Your lordship, apart from the weapons, the crew has sent one more find the bridge as a token of eternal gratitude, a most ancient mechanism which our tech priests have dubbed the Celestium Observatorum. Alas, its machine spirit refuses to heed their rights, which makes sense. The device is more symbolic and aesthetic than practical in purpose. Do you wish to see it? Sure. It's like a giant astrolabe. Hush, quiet, don't talk. What's this? Celestium Observatorium looms over the deck while the spirits of this ancient mechanism has gone silent forever. The words intricately inscribed on the frame can serve as a source of resolve. A keen gaze sunders the darkness to bloom with deceit and reduces all corruption to ash. Neat. How cool. What the hell? Wrong button. Well. Dude, what weapons did we get? There's just a melee one-handed sword. Oh, we didn't get any, actually. Okay. Was that everything? Okay. Weird. Alright. No actual weapons, that's alright. Oh, just very odd. I like decorative pieces, I'll take it. Alright. To the furibunda system. And then to footfall. Footfall, there it is. I was like, where is footfall? Sorry, guys. Shreen, if you have experimented on a footfall when you're not deciding our lackluster fates, I would delight to see you in the Amarkar and the Maesikas. I'll tell Octi to set aside some decent wine in case you decide to grace our humble party with your luminous presence. This is some kind of celebration. It's an occasion celebrated on my world of Freet. It is the day when a person shows by their actions that they have reached maturity, that their spirit is ennobled. Among the African nobility, the day is considered more important than other symbolic events, such as the first cry or the day of repose, and by wonderful coincidence, my Amarkar happens to fall on the day in which I also wish to celebrate my acquisition of the Mercatum Tabalia Officiali. It will be my pleasure to attend your party. The lowly regulars of the Amasius will be telling their great-grandchildren about the time they had the honor of witnessing your dazzling visit to the unworthy dive, Shreen. That is, of course, they live long enough to see their great-grandchildren. Of course. Let's go! Let's do it! We made it! We've been here before, so we just head on in.
What's your stats?
I always have a backup plan.
What did you find? Oh my god, you found something that I didn't find previously? Through the wall even? Good job, you. Shy! Let's save. Save. You easily spot Jai in the group crowded with around the table. The extravagant luxury of her attire and her gleaming augment set her apart from the rest. Seeing you, she exclaims, "May the gravitational wells on your world never lack for grip, just as my heart never lacks for the joy at the sight of the rogue trader von Valancius." With an approving chuckle, Octaviana mutters, "I can't believe you actually roped the rogue trader into coming to your party. If the rogue trader raises a toast to your health, I start believing you really are a princess and not just a smuggler with the gift of gab. Please take a seat, your lordship." Observe the group. Shai's friends look exactly as you expect, like hardened operators with a cold trade, arrayed in the forbidding but glitzy style common to those who would like to skirt the limits of the law. One pair in particular catches your eye, a young man and woman, twins, it seems, identical yet distinct from each other. The man has a lively face and a crazed look in his eye, while the woman is cold and calm and seems slightly drowsy. Awareness test succeeded. Yay! Octaviana readily tops up the glasses on the table, playing the role of a consummate host, but you notice her and Jai's chairs are drawn slightly closer together than usual for a pair who seem connected only by superficial acquaintance. How's your party going? We've been laughing and celebrating life, Shireen, as true friends do, but until your arrival, we were but stars in the moonless sky, really heralding your coming. Now we are happy. Join the group. I'll gladly accept your offer. Octaviana draws out a bottle from under the table. The glass is as thick as your finger and is covered in wax seals. With no exaggeration, this is the finest amasek that has ever graced this bar. Jai personally acquired it. As she says, for a special occasion, it seems that you are the special occasion, your lordship. The crowd around the table falls silent, exchanging awkward looks. It would appear that they are unaccustomed to drinking in the presence of a lofty individual such as yourself. Let's drink to the lady of the hour, Jai Hadari. The some group bursts into approving cheers and the water fills with the sound of clinking glass. The amasek tastes exorbitantly expensive, sweeping you into a kaleidoscope of flavors. Tart, floral bitterness, honeyed sweetness, and then other far more refined sensations that are nameless owing to the small number who can afford to experience them. Bravo, Octi. This amasek will do me very well indeed. Jai's self-satisfied reply elicits general laughter, and the tension of the table seems to loosen slightly. Octavia, you and Jai are friends? Octavia, Anna offers you an arch smile. Friends, she's my worst enemy. The vengeful spirit of retribution sent to punish me for my youthful transgression. Mr. Sadari has a special gift for knocking me off balance and dragging me into difficulty. I would have bartered from the Macius long ago if it weren't for her habit of tossing money around like confetti and paying triple for anything she breaks. Do see, Shireen. Do you see the petty, miserly, callous, unforgiving friends the Exalted One has sent me? Look at the other people around the table. So these are your associates. The precious roses in the garden of my soul and my golden little bees that bring honey riches to my treasure house. Yes, this is my crew of cold traders. The two identical ones are the trickster twins, my closest associates, Kor, and our resident hothead, and his much wiser sister, Tora. Don't let her fool you, your lordship. She's only calling us by precious rose because you're here. When it's just us, I'm lucky if I get that arsehole with a gun. Kor chuckles good-naturedly. Because you are the arsehole with the gun, if I dragged you out of as many scrapes as Jai has, that'd not be the name I'd be using for you. I can tell you that much. Kor's sisters rolls her eyes. Pay no attention to his, your lordship. Kor has nobody to blame but himself for that nickname. Oh god, trouble coming? Falco, the man who just approached the table is hideous by anyone's standards. A repulsive face, greasy hair, and bulging veins at his temples. His attempt at an amiable smile is so transparently false and off-putting that your fingers itch for you to reach for your weapon. With a surprised look askance at you, she says, "Mrs. Hadari, allow me to wish you a happy Amarakar. Master Mercy could not let such an occasion go unmarked, and he wishes since his warm welcomes and a gift." Well, Falco, I am much obliged and touched by your presence. May the fire in your hearth burn forever bright and hot like the stars of the Grimnor system. Tell Mercy that his show of precious attention toward my humble self brought dew to my eyes and a song to my heart. Isn't Falco the one who stole Jai's cargo? The very same, the greasy piece of crock shit. Octaviana says, wearing the sweetest, most amiable smile one could imagine, but the stars of the Grimnor system all died about 100,000 years ago, and the systems around them are true breeding ground of death. Is it customary in Casablanca to the parties of those who tried to ruin? After you got involved in their turf war, they all decided they wanted a peaceful resolution would be for the best. This is their symbolic confirmation of the ceasefire. Who is this Mercy? Some big mysterious figure in the mission. Casablanca's put him here to keep a handle on things and make sure the interests of the senior partners aren't forgotten. If anyone does become a bit forgetful, Mercy comes along, somebody dies, everyone else panics and empties their pockets. Falco and Mercy aren't officially connected. Falco's just another prosperous mission agent like Jai and other people, but Falco's happy to do Mercy's dirty work for him. That's why he gets preferential treatment. Where is your present for Jai, Falco? The smuggler stares at you unblinkingly with pale eyes, saying nothing. Then he rearranges his mouth into a smile remarkable in its hideousness. Of course, your lordship. And this is a gift for me personally, Mr. Sadari. Thanks. Just stabs her with it. Sokka turns away from the table. You see a snarl of feral hatred twist his already repulsive features. What were you talking about before I arrived? Business, my dear Tora, whose mind never strays from the chilly peaks of the mountains of money she's made, was telling me of the latest cult trade news. Exciting times are upon us. We're not the only ones being tested for weak spots. Vladime's set on putting the Ultra Requisitors out of business, and it looks like he's got the Mercy's blessing to do it. The big beasts are picking off the small ones. I think things are only going to get more interesting from here on out. That means it's time for us to step up and become major players, eh? Core winks at Jay. I know a couple of Shegnars from the Ultra Requisitioners. They're dry as you like. We could tell them to cool their heels with us, and they'll be more willing at the other altars. We could take on Falco and even blow Vidayam out of the airlock too. Core, my sweet. Before you go chewing Fasaline with Shegnars, you need to clear the altar and hide the pulses. If Vladime's playing all the lines, he won't touch me, but I don't want to shift the risk onto you. There's chatter about the commission. The conversation quickly turns into an impenetrable mishmash of terms from the secret argot of cult traders. Even foes are bowing down before Jai Hadari. That is something worth celebrating. And what better way to celebrate than with a game? With stakes, naturally. Today is my Amarakar, and that's what I want. Jay draws a stack of carved plasteel tiles from her pocket. They're decorated symbols and fine mag lines. Holding the tiles in one hand and raising her glass with another, Jay asks, "What do you think, Shireen? Does the rogue trader have anything he's willing to wager?" The Imperium test succeeded. Oh god, I've got to do my own tests? Oh no. You recognize the tiles in Jay's hand. It's a set for 10 too low, game popular among gamblers. Each player is dealt several tiles, which can be arranged into a pattern of specific value by carefully matching up the mag lines. Whoever's the highest value wins. Voidsman loved playing 10 to low, which is usually won by luck or skill. Raise your goblin salute. I shall play. Watch out for his lordship, lads. He's awfully quick to agree just now. I was seeking suspicion about how the rogue trader acquired all his countless riches, but I'll warn you now. Playing for money isn't considered wrong on a free because gambling is a tempting fate. So instead, we're going to play for wishes. A pile of tiles is placed in front of you and the other players. Oh god. Look at your hand. Ah, fuck. You try not to stare at the tiles too gormlessly, which you can't work out if you have a decent hand or a terrible one. Glancing at her tiles and grinning, Jai declares resolutely, "I'm going to show my hand. The Exalted One loves me today." I'll show my hand as well. Chuckling, Jai tosses her tails into the table. Her hand is significantly better than yours or anyone else's. And for my wish, I will never drink to my good fortune. It has already granted me the gift fit for a queen. I'm talking about you, Shireen. May fortune continue to smile upon you. And at the table eagerly raises their glasses. You join it before you've been aware you have done so. A new stack of tiles is already waiting for you on the table. You realize the moment have skipped past without your knowing. It seems the Amasek is somewhat stronger. Oh no, even harder to succeed now. Look at my new hand. I did it! No, this is definitely a good hand. One of the best you can get. When you look up, you see everyone else apart from Jai has already tossed their tiles onto the table in disappointment. It's just us two left. Read them and weep. The sight of your hand sets everyone at the table into a flurry of excitement, but then chatter turns to a roar of triumph. Jay has the most hands, is the most valuable in the game. Cheater! I win again. What should I wish of you, Shireen? Request a kiss when the opportunity presents itself. Intrigued smile appears on Jai's face. I love playing for high stakes, Shireen. An excellent suggestion. This is a debt I will definitely call in. Tiles are dispersed around the table, forming piles in front of each player. You suddenly feel your body grow heavy. The treacherous Amasek is slowly robbing you of your clarity and thought of dexterity. Look at your tiles. Your hand is not especially good or bad. It is the kind of hand played only by someone desperate who has nothing left to bet. Before anyone says they're showing their hand, I'm announcing a condition. Seeing as it's my Amarcard today, the only stake I'll play for is a dance. Try to cheat. Oh, you tried to carefully move an unclaimed tile forward to the table just so close that you meanwhile saw the sight of several outraged smugglers. You pretend that you're simply reaching for the goblet. Do not kid yourself that he was taken by your act. I'll play. Glancing at your hand, Jai discovers her own tiles face down. Mine are worse. Looks like you've won, Shireen. I'll be delighted to grant your wish. The light plays on Jai's dark skin and glints off of her silver augmetic on her throat. Moving with the grace of a sand snake, she holds your gaze and smiles mischievously. Her dark curls fall across her face, so you see a saucy glint in her eyes through her alluring curtain of hair. The dance is called the Dance of the Captive Ravanian Girl. When the governor of a free Salamancan, the Bright, crushed the Ravanian rebellion, the daughter of the rebel leader was brought to him, the beautiful Nayanan. She danced for him, telling of the struggle of her proud people, and they snatched a weapon from the guard's hands and aimed it at Selim-Makan. But the spark of love that kindled between them that day stopped the Flyceline from igniting, and the cartridge of both Nayanan and Selim Khan lived throughout the day, and then many more days which they spent together. There's enough betting from me. My luck is very fickle today. Unlike Amasek, you can always trust Amasek. It always lies. Smiling sweetly, Jai presses your goblet into your hand. Her skin glow from within, and the sparks of laughter in the eyes dance like flames. To Amasek's deceit! May the deceived not live to regret it. Fog swaddles your mind in appealing ideas of other ways you could amuse yourself at this party. Surrendering to the maelstrom of chaotic thoughts, you let all pervading merriment determine your fate. I'm sure we'll be fine when we wake up. We'll just have a splitting headache. It'll be alright. Go, 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 go. That sounds about right. Thoughts tumble violently inside your head, periodically ricocheting off the inside of your skull and triggering bursts of piercing pain. Your tongue feels desiccated and shriveled in your mouth, and it scrapes painfully against your teeth. Light is the enemy. Self-awareness returns unbidden, bringing it with an inexplicable sense of awkwardness. Your beleaguered body violently protests against the very idea of getting out of your soft bed. You hear a soft sigh beside you. Looking over, you see dark hair fanned out across your pillow. Jai, who is cozied up next to you, is fast asleep. Is fully dressed just as you are, or perhaps she's not asleep at all. Shireen, you certainly know how to have a good time. Try to remember the end of the party. You struggle to piece together your fragmented memories of last night's carousing. For some reason, you can clearly recall the ingratiated looks of the wardens as they try to persuade you to stop, the cries of the beggars to whom you gave an obscenely amount of alms, and the stamping of the servitor that you rode around in the station to Jai's unconcealed glee. How did the night end? I don't remember all of it. I think we shot at some people over their heads. Someone didn't offer us the required amount of respect. Then you said that flying a shuttle was easy and that you would bet your warrant that you could get us to the ship. We also stripped a man and burnt his clothes because the sight of them offended the exalted one. I could still smell the singed fibers now. You can smell it too and feel the slight burn on your marks on your fingers. You notice one more thing. Your lips feel rough and dry like they've been nipped over and over another one's teeth. How'd you end up in my chambers? I helped you get back to your quarters and then I couldn't find the door to get again. And you graciously gave up 35% of your bed for me. Yes, I think that's the number our haggling ended on. You and I, we did not fall into bed together just to sleep, did we? Turning her remarkably fresh looking face at you, Jai smirks. You don't remember anything at all, Shireen, neither do I. All the better. What sweet and thrilling scenarios we can imagine to fill the gaps. We need to make ourselves presentable. I'm sorry to say you're right, Shireen. No matter how soft the bed or how pleasant the company, there's a line we must not cross, and I'm perilously close to doing exactly that by getting a couple of bottles of delicious medicine for our aching heads. I think we've crossed the line a couple of times. This is just my bed. Gregor plus J has been carved to the headboard with a knife. Oh god, what a night. What a night. Alright, let's get our butt out of here and get back to what we were doing. Hello everyone. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna just redo the whole party with everything that we did before the same way. It's gonna take me a while because we got really lucky on that 10% chance for that one chat option, but it is what it is. Look after retreats to a study to reflect on recent events, but the train of thought is turned over by a muffled creak of the door and the sound of soft footsteps. Apparently we're not doing that just yet. Not quite just yet. Ilantak, I finally found you in this dwelling. Your light comes closer and smoothly make an unfamiliar gesture with her hand. This symbol has many meanings: humility, grief, loss, shame, regret, and I hope you will accept them all, because I am sorry for what happened to your world, to your subjects, to your palace, and for what my kin did to them. Your kin? You've never referred to the Drukhari as such before. For a few seconds you let us silent. We come from the same source, Ilantak. We share the same blood. Even though Drukhari's blood is distorted and their souls empty, it is a fact that we can simply not be brushed aside. Why are you apologizing? It's not your fault. Yulet shudders so slightly that you almost miss it. She opens her mouth and turns away, searching for the right words. My words will not heal the wounds nor bring back the fallen, and they will not restore your protectorate. However, Yulet falls silent, and her deep, piercing gaze seems to reach down into the very depths of your soul. Look back at her silently. Look, Ilantak, the gaze of the child of the Syrian can penetrate deeper than a monk gaze, and all I can see is the heaviness that has accumulated in your soul during our travels. I see it in your gestures and the tilt of your head and the change in your scent. If you will allow me, this first time you've heard Yulet sound so indecisive and guilty, I will help you cast off this burden and cleanse your soul and mind of worry. The burden of my responsibilities has indeed weighed heavily upon me of late. Yulet nods in understanding. Together we can try to ease that burden. How exactly are you going to help me? It's difficult to describe, Ilantak, but your soul shines bright and your mind is strong enough for you to be able to immerse yourself in your own mind and cleanse it of unnecessary cares. I'm still not sure that your species is capable of such a thing, but it's worth a try. If nothing comes out of it, then the only thing you will lose is a small fraction of your time. And I will be your guide on this journey. I will help you enter the meditative state to Get to know yourself. Of course, that is if you let me. Immersing yourself in the soul is a deeply intimate process. But you will not be able to do it. Sorry, I just got a message about your girlfriend's car I gotta look at. Sorry. Immersing yourself with your soul deeply, but you will not be able to do it without me. Your lip thoughtfully brushes a strand of red hair away from her face. And I promise you, Owlcat, that I will not judge you or your world, or anything that takes place inside it. We will see only what you want to see. Warren has succeeded. Embers of genuine curiosity glimmer in her emerald gaze. No human soul is a unique opportunity for an Eldari, and Yerlet's uncharacteristic caution and uncertainty imply that she is discomforted by her own keen interest. Very well. Show me my inner world. Yerlet nods slowly. She's clearly surprised by her compliance. Then we need to find a suitable place, somewhere quiet and serene. My bathroom? Yeah. Let go of everything. Owlcat. Doubts, fears, emotions. Cast the weight off your body. Clear your mind. Good, now try to look inside your soul. Look at it and dive in. We did it, Owlcat. So far your world resembles the real one, but soon you will learn to go deeper. Remember that everyone here is just a reflection of your thoughts, feelings, and desires. Do not be afraid to look them in the eye. Interesting.
Speak, Elantak.
We're gonna get in a fight with just us two. I mean, if I have to get in a fight with somebody, you're a decent one to get in a fight with.
Is there money to be made?
Fresh blood soaks into the priceless silk coverlet, forming an ugly stain under your corpse.
Keep your wits
Any
about
beings are
you.
afraid of death. You have to accept the fear first before you can get rid of it. Your words could be misconstrued. I'm a mutant. Are you just toying with me? It's natural for the monkey to desire closest with their own kind, but this same desire gives rise to doubt.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
I don't want to stop it, so I'm going to accept my fears and try to push this away. Nice. Staying at the helm, peering into the dark of the cosmos, feels lonely among the stars as I do among my own kin. Dispel my loneliness. Am I here to kill you, to betray you, to serve you? Am I friend or foe? What do you think, Gregor? Oh dear. We got rid of one rogue trader and we'll get rid of him too. Everyone from the lower decks to the senior officers hate him. I hear their Vox transmissions. Mutiny is brewing. As long as I can still use his thrones, I don't care. Once betrayed, it's hard to put one's trust in others again, especially those closest and most loyal to us.
Let us not dawdle.
Of course I'm with you only because of your throne and your power, Shireen. You didn't hope my feelings were genuine, did you? The fear of being used, we all have it, but the more we give into it, the more it grows. Girlfriend's having some car trouble, so I have to keep talking to her about it. The burden of responsibility lies on your shoulders, Owlcat, and your soul grows dull from weariness. Break the chains of exhaustion. Magenta? In truth, you believe in nothing at all, Gregor, not the God Emperor, the Archenemy, or even people. You barely believe in yourself. I pity you.
I always keep my options open.
You're actually here. Putting on airs, Lord Captain. You are distant from the common folk as rusty old footfall is from Terra. You just got lucky, Monkey, but luck is the only thing you have. You're weak, so prepare to suffer. Only the men of foolish never doubt their strength, but the wise are full of doubt. But they must not let it get to them. Accept and let go of your doubts. Abelard? Lord Captain, your decision will doom us all. Lowly pirates perish, risking nothing but their own skin. But what of you? Why you no disappear? Thank you.
I always have a backup plan.
Unit Gregor von Valesius, crimes against sacred laws of the ominous I have been logged. Retribution is imminent. Oh, I'm getting a phone call, friends. I think he's actually here, but he's not supposed to be.
Keep your eye on the prize.
Be right back. All right, everybody wants to talk today. I'm proud of you, Gregor. You have become a worthy successor and perhaps even the best Lord Captain. Some words you need to hear at least once to believe them.
Keep your wits about you.
Now where do we go? Where do we go? I mean, I got Pascal here, but I don't think he's actually here.
State your intention.
Okay.
Is there money to be made?
Did I miss something? Oh, I didn't see Kunrad. Or did he just pop up? Have you ever forgotten me, Gregor? Oh, don't ever forget me, not even for a moment, because as soon as you turn away, I'll plunge the shard of my sword into your throat. I don't know who this monkey is, but if your memories are akin to a slummy mud after rain, let's wash it away like spring water, shall we? Oh. You see yourself now, Alantok, just as radiant as the others see you. Not particularly. Accept yourself.
I always keep my options open.
What is this, monkey? The voice of the incorporeal echo that has made your soul its home seems to sound only in your head. Eula's face tenses in surprise. Her features become even sharper as she stares in confusion at the ghostly figures. She says nothing, stealing glances at you, and then at the figures ahead as if she's waiting for something. Why are you so surprised at these particular echoes of my world? She inverts her uncertain gaze. I did not think there would be a place for me inside a human soul, and a memory itself, clean, not distorted. This is something I must reflect upon and ponder in solitude. When you strive to know someone, they inevitably become a part of you. Eula gives you a strange look. Your words trouble me with their sincerity, Alantok. Your mind is much cleaner and loftier than I imagined. To become a part of someone. For a second, Eula lapses into thought. Look at the ghostly figures. A strange feeling envelops your body. You begin to feel yourself become lighter than air, and inside your mind, your thoughts are racing at an incredible speed. You are not yet aware that you are looking through the eyes of your ghostly echo, and you are observing from afar all the same. The inner world changes under the force of your will, and you can now control your own echo. You can do something that you would not dare to do in the real world. Make your echo touch Yolet's echo's hand. When your soul echo touches the ghostly hand of the Eldari, the real Yolet flinches in fear and voluntarily pulls her own hand back. Please don't talk. This may be your world, but I don't do that again. Yolet's voice echoes across the world, and the ghostly figures begin to disappear. The world around you starts to stretch endlessly. It's time to return, Alantok. Your soul's not quite strong enough to endure prolonged immersion. Take a deep breath and... You awaken from the meditation with a sense of vigor and unusual calm, as if you have just taken a shower under the freezing waterfall or delivered a speech in front of thousands of subjects. Your heart swells from the crowd's adulation. Gregor, you're awake. Yulet starts at her own words, realizing that this is the first time she's ever called you by your name. Your soul shines too radiantly for a human, despite all the litter that has accumulated in your soul. You can get rid of litter, but the light, try to preserve it, Gregor. It draws the eye like bright stars in the night sky. Of course, your world is not as beautiful and serene as mine, but I'm glad to have seen it. I feel as if I've been reborn. This is the cleansing of your soul, Alantok. I hope now you understand the importance of keeping it free and unnecessary litter. Will you help me with my meditation again? I do not know. Perhaps someday, she replies vaguely. Will I be able to see your world? Yola just shakes your head. I do not think so, Alantok. It is impossible to know everything in this world, no matter how much we'd like to. And still, my heart sings, for I have helped you find peace, even if for only a short while. Until we meet again, Alantok, may the stars guide us along the safe roads. Alrighty. Another companion thing done. I'm gonna bounce back to Furabundus and then back here just to make sure that we don't miss like another one of those things. Because they seem to just be popping up left and right now. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump back over to here and then just back, just to see if we get anything. Nope. Okay, great. Let's check out our colonies. Good. Oh, stuff. I like stuff. Oh, they're reaping. And then this spelling hour complex is the chance to cover the whole planet's fertile expanse. Gargantuan tract mega harvesters will come to their aid. They will wander the planet for months, each one operated by its assigned clan of serfs who are born, live, and die in the bowels of these great machines. These giants will reap harvests with their toothed jaws, break open the soil with their plows, steel plows, and drink the swampy lowlands dry of their thirsty hydro pumps. Do it. Dargonus, give me my stuff, thanks. Nothing. Kiava Gamma, thank you. Oh, was that 10 extractors? Did I see that right? 10 extractors? Hey, Warp Guides is done, and Security +2 is done. Nice, look at us go. I swear I just saw 10 extractors, by the way. I have 18 of these things. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to go around and like do everything. Well, what I'm gonna do now is I think we're gonna call this episode here, guys, and in the next one we're gonna pick up where I cut off, where I had to jump back and cut off last time, so we won't miss anything. But that's gonna do for this one. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.